This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books and movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again. Please, God, no. Remembering Tales from the Crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts. He wrote the all right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 311. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
I'm Jim.
And with us today, all the way from Detroit, Michigan. I think that's Detroit or Flint. I don't know which one.
I thought it was
Canada.
Toledo.
It might be all of them. Anyway, they're all the same, right?
They're all desolate.
We have from the Salty Language podcast, not Brian, because he's a bastard. That bastard. We have Tony. Tony, how are you doing?
I am pretty great, guys.
Good.
I mean, I'm on Hobie, so I couldn't be better, right?
That's right. So, Tony, it's been over a year since you've been on the show. I think it's been almost 2 years, to be honest.
Unfortunately, you couldn't make it 3. We're dragging you back before that.
Just when I was out.
Pull you back in.
Tony almost got out of it a couple weeks ago. He was supposed to be on our show, and then he gave, by mail, he sent the flu virus to my house. Because he's like,
Hey, did you like that?
it was wonderful.
I thought he was playing like real life Monopoly.
I don't get it.
Yes.
You don't get it?
No.
Tony, can you explain, please?
I'm assuming we're not passing go. I have no idea.
I thought you were buying property or something.
Oh.
You're buying apartments, hotels, slumlord stuff.
Anyways, Tony, how you doing?
No, seriously, isn't that why you couldn't make it last time? You were buying property?
Oh, yeah, you were buying something, weren't you?
Well, that was the just in case thing. Actually, in 2 days, I'm officially closing on it. So
Congratulations.
I'm still in the process.
So what kind of
Thank
igloo is it up there?
It's very spacious igloo.
Sweet.
Nice snow floor. Actually, it's been such a weird mild winter up here. We only had snow really once.
Really?
So you
Yeah.
have a skinny polar bear fur rug?
Definitely. I mean, I need something to lay out in front of the fireplace.
Well, to be fair, it's not even winter yet, so.
But he's up there. He's up north.
Yeah,
cold.
Do you
all the way
have-
up here, eh?
Yeah.
Do you have a hole in your floor for to fish?
Oh, is that what you're supposed to do with it? I've been using it for other functions.
Oh, well. It's a pretty big hole.
Don't drink the water out of there either, okay?
No.
That's
hell,
not water.
hard pass.
Well, congratulations. Are you buying a whole apartment complex with your podcasting money, or are you buying a house, a subdivision?
He hasn't cut the ice blocks for that yet.
I mean, it's for sure a neighborhood of all these riches that podcasting provides me.
Well, you guys are what, on episode 500 and something? I don't know.
Oh, we're I don't even remember, 420 some, 430 some. It all blurs together every week.
I was going
You
to
know
make
how it goes.
I was going to make a 311 joke, but then I really couldn't think of any good song titles that they had.
You could have stopped at good song.
Amber is the color of your energy. Whoa.
Whoa, we're gonna rip off some reggae songs. Whoa,
Whoa.
and Cure and punk. Whoa,
Can't rip off Cure songs.
Yeah, they tried.
Hey, Blake.
You just can't do it.
1997 called. They want their songs
They
back.
want their 311 back. They can have it.
You know, I have a brother-in-law that still goes to 311 concerts.
They're still performing?
Yes.
What
paid
state
for the
fair
weed
is he
one way
going
or
to?
another.
What's that, Tony?
What state fair is he going to?
Which brother is
It's
this?
not. It's
Brother-in-law. Brother-in-law.
It's not a
okay.
state fair. It's a county fair, Tony.
Oh, yeah, you're right. The state fair is like lofty.
It's the one that 87 people died of pig flu at last year. It's okay.
I think
That's
the venue-
exciting.
That's the venue Alanis Morissette's going to be hitting next year.
I would say
Oh,
all right.
nice.
The pig flu venue?
No, state fairs.
Oh.
Yeah,
You're
she's going on
making-
tour. She's
I
going on a
know.
reunion, anniversary tour of her.
Of
You ought to
Jagged Little
know or
Pill.
something. Yeah,
Would you,
Jagged Little Pillsy album.
yeah.
Tony, would you go see Alanis Morissette?
I have before, so I guess I would again.
You would do it again? Okay. Would you see
Yeah, I'll
311?
I mean, just to say, I guess I've been there. I mean, I like going to see live music, so if someone handed me tickets,
No. You have to buy tickets.
how much are we talking about here?
What does 311 tickets usually go for?
$3.11.
For three. Yeah, you're right.
great
If they're
promo
not
deal.
311, they're doing it wrong.
Okay, here's a big question. If I bought tickets, would you come to Cincinnati and go to Kelly Clarkson with me?
I mean, if you bought tickets, sure.
Okay, just checking.
These tickets don't come with like candies or anything, do they?
No. All I need is somebody to go with me to see Kelly Clarkson. I don't want to be the only guy there by myself.
You never invited me.
Would you go, Jim?
Yeah.
But Tony just said he was doing a handy for me, so maybe I would take him instead.
I guess Tony wins.
Where's
I
Kelly
tried.
Clarkson performing?
I don't know. She's not here yet. She came last year.
Oh, so this isn't even something that's happening. Now I'm disappointed.
I thought we had a date.
The venue makes a difference because there's at least one venue I've swore off ever going back to.
Do you like outdoor concerts or indoor, Tony?
You know what? I am a fan of the outdoor concert. But I also like a small club too, because that's just a good energy in there, you know?
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Many, many moons ago, probably, well, now about 20 years ago, we saw Matchbox 20 in a small venue before they hit it big. It was about a month before their CD hit. And let me tell you, it was awesome seeing them and then listening to, 2 months later, seeing their song being number one. And I will agree, the small venues are fun because the energy in there is amazing. I will give you that.
Yeah, for sure.
What was your first concert, Tony?
Oh, geez. I honestly do not remember. I'm an old man.
Neil Diamond?
No, not Neil Diamond. I mean, I could probably tell you the first one that stands out that Stuart and I went to go was we went and saw Korn and Rob Zombie at our little sports arena here when we were in high school.
But so you're not that much of an old man if you're seeing Korn
I know.
as you went
I
to
know.
your first concert.
I'm over here talking I saw old Blue Eyes when he was performing at the Speakeasy.
Blake, what was your first concert?
Sonic Youth.
Okay.
And technically, my first concert was Rosemary Clooney.
I thought you were going to say Rosemary Baby.
Rosemary Clooney.
Okay, that you bought yourself.
That would have been Iron
Yeah.
Maiden.
Jason?
Garth Brooks.
Okay. Mine was
Tim looks at me like he's going to smack me.
mine was Metallica.
There you go.
Nice.
You know they
Nice.
sold out.
Every
Night and night.
Arena after arena. Night after night.
Yeah, it's like they sell out every time they perform.
I always like we've talked about it before on the podcast, all the critics were like, oh, Metallica sold out. Fuck you. You would sell out too for that money.
Yeah, Metallica's response, yeah, you sold out. And they're like, yes, every night. Arena after
Exactly.
arena.
If everybody would stop downloading their free stuff, maybe they actually make some money, damn it.
Yeah, I feel really bad for that small indie club of
No, but
gang of Metallica.
Yeah, but that's why they all go on tour, because that's money straight into their pockets.
I'll be honest, Tony, if somebody offered you $100,000 for your podcast to go on tour, would you sell out?
Oh, yes.
Oh, we forgot to mention their IOUs.
I'll be honest.
Someone could
somebody-
offer me about $300. I'd go out for a night.
Hell, we do it for free now. Damn it.
Exactly. I'm like, well, people get paid for this?
Hey,
What?
I'm getting paid IOUs, damn it. And I'm going to cash them in one day.
I'm still getting paid by Jason's parents to hang out with him.
But they don't like that I do a podcast because they think I cuss too much.
And they haven't even heard it. Only because you have an aunt or somebody tell them that.
Yes. I have an older aunt, Tony, that listens to our podcast, and we appreciate that. But she did tell my parents he does cuss a lot.
Well, she's ratting out on you.
He really doesn't.
And the best part is that my parents, because we have booths at the Cincinnati Comic Expo, they sponsor us. Anyways, so my mom was really worried that I was going to go down there and cuss a lot in front of the kids. And I'm like, I'm not a savage. I know what I'm doing. I know my environment.
He said, Mom, I'm not a fucking savage.
I control what I fucking say, Mom.
I, however, am a savage, and I'll say whatever, and I don't care who's around.
Hey, you fucking kid, you want to win a game? Come over here and play trivia.
You suck, you
And that's
piece
what
of
we
shit.
appreciate about you.
So, Tony, what's going on in your life? What's going on?
I mean, lately it's just been, house stuff. It's been in Christmas stuff. It's just been nonsensical lately.
So, is buying a house one of the worst things ever? Or selling a house, I guess, probably is.
Selling.
But selling is brutal. Buying is still stressful, but selling sucks.
Buying is more exciting. Selling sucks. Because then you got to get rid of half your shit, put it in storage, make your house look like it's actually bigger than what it is, and then you got to move all your shit again. That sucks.
But we're
Accurate.
guys, we know how to make things look bigger than it actually is.
Too bad you can't just make one big... Yeah. I just got that. I was about to say...
Monopoly.
I was going to... I hate when the monocle falls out of my eye. Then I got to pick up my hat.
Anyways. Yeah, I told my wife that I'm going to have to die, I think, to sell the house again.
I'm done, man. I ain't moving until they drag my old ass out and put me in a home.
Well, you did just downsize.
Okay, Tony, did you upsize or downsize?
It's going to be probably about a parallel move, to be fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, see, Blake tried to downsize. His wife said, well, our girls are out of the house now. Of course, they keep coming back. Yeah. But she's like, we should downsize. And then they bought a bigger house.
Oh,
But
that's interesting.
But I found the advantage is I can actually go get myself lost in there when I want some alone time.
You have your own game room.
You have the game room now. We
Yeah.
need to christen it.
I know we gotta
Whoa.
plan something out here.
You're invited, Jason.
Tony, do you play Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, yeah.
Okay, I thought you did.
What am I, a nerd? Of course I do.
Would you like to play? Could you guys hook him up
Sure,
by Skype or something?
sure.
Okay, because these three dorks all play it too. They won't let
Yeah, I
me
love
play.
it. It's a great time. Actually, you want a real dork is my son. I think he's about 75% Dungeons and Dragons right now.
That's a lot.
What's the other 25? Fortnite?
Halo Reach currently.
Oh, Halo Reach. There you go.
Is that the new one?
They remastered it. So,
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
What? Because you love tabletop games. Give me
Love 'em.
give me some of your favorite ones right now.
Oh, geez. Right now, I like. See, now I'm drawing a blank. Smash Up's really great. I just Joking Hazard. That was actually my son's game. We played that. That was a lot of fun.
Isn't that one
God.
too disgusting to play with your children, though?
I have old kids. It's fine.
He's an old 7.
Yeah, exactly. He's a
did you ever
grizzled
play-
7.
You ever play Cards Against Humanity with your father-in-law? Like I did?
No, can't say that I have, but
Then,
I
his
mean,
first card that comes out is jizz.
Didn't they get the glory hole in that, too?
Yes. I got yelled at.
what is this garbage you brought here?
It wasn't that. It was a little harsh.
Blake, I told you not to bring your jizz to the family parties.
He blew up, man. It was nuts.
Literally.
I told him, I was like, it's apples to apples for like adults. And next thing I know, I was like,
Well, that's why you have to go retreat to the East Wing. Play your own
That's
games.
right. That's why. That's right. That's why we had to sanitize the deck afterwards to make Grandpa safe. Now, never mind. My nieces in high school and my stepdaughters in college are like, "Give us those dirty cards."
Yeah, exactly. That's how it goes.
And then I'm like, "Wait a minute. What's wrong with this picture? I don't want you to see these cards."
So, Tony, on Smash Up, do you have any of the expansion packs?
Yeah, well, I mean, once again, my son is Mr. Gamer. I play his game because he has all of them.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
I'm one behind. I didn't get the newest one.
Jeff.
Jeff loves Smash Up, and we've all when he brings it over. I love Smash Up. It might be one of my favorite top 5 games, and
It's a great game. Yeah.
My 9-year-old is itching to play, and he's on Christmas break soon, and he's like, "Can Jeff come over and bring Smash Up this week?" I was like, "I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him," because he's never played, but I think he would like it. And you have
Have you ever played King of Tokyo?
No, and I want to.
It's fantastic, and it's great for kids because all they have to do is throw dice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You should definitely pick that up.
The problem is my 9-year-old is smart, and I'm not. So I'm thinking he might actually know how to play above me because I hate reading rules.
Your 3-year-old will beat you.
That's true. That is true. That is true.
Well, fair enough.
Hey, Tony, in case you didn't know, I am a Smash Up card deck broker.
Really?
Yeah, if you need some cards at Gen Con next year, I do. I am a supplier.
That's
true.
Fair enough.
I made Blake get me the sheep deck at Gen Con this
I thought it was
year.
penguins.
You're right, it was penguin.
Yes.
I got the sheep deck in a previous year.
And then he gives me this card. I get a special prize. Please give him this card to get this special prize. And I stood in line for like half hour. People are asking me questions. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just buying these penguin cards. They're like, hey, what do you play? I'm like, ah. And then I give the cards like, hey, where's the special prize? I got to give this to my buddy. And they're like, oh yeah, here, take this little pin. I'm like, fuck me.
Because Jeff has, 69
wait, hold on.
packs?
And then
I
they
think 69 facts.
and then for
Probably
the-
70 now if the penguin.
Penguins.
And then for the penguin pack and the little pin, they wanted to give me a 20-gallon bag to carry it in.
For 12 cards and a little pin.
Yeah, you ever seen those AEG bags from those conventions? They're like 20 gallons. I'm like, here, put your cards in here. I'm like, I'm not carrying that.
I can't get them out
And you
now.
have a cinch sack.
Do you like Ticket to Ride, Tony?
Yes, I do like Ticket. I haven't played it in a while, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah, we got Europe and the regular version. Wait, is Europe
You
the
got
regular?
Asia.
Asia. That's the one I got.
I want to say I just saw like a New York version. It must be just the subways or something.
No, yeah.
I think. Maybe it was a fever dream. I don't know.
I think it did come out with a New York one. I know they've got a taxi one, which I don't know how it's really trains if you're doing taxis, but
they
it's
got
like a
Rails and
two-player.
Sails that just came out probably in the last
Whoa,
year. or
that
so.
sounds erotic.
Oh. The Rails and Sails is connecting from Europe to America. Ooh. But the problem is I went to look at it. It looks okay. I think you do get 2 maps on it. But I think it was like $80, and I was like, ugh, that's pricey.
Maybe the New York's the other map. Because usually, a lot of times they sell them with two double-sided or something. Because I know, like, there's England and Pennsylvania are double-sided map.
The New York one is pretty cheap. That's $20 at Target.
Oh, and you didn't buy it?
Nah, it didn't look too intriguing to me.
Let's go shoplift it.
Now, is that the 2-player taxi version?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Because I played that at one of the conventions.
Oh. So,
Well, I really feel like we need to all get together and play some tabletop games.
Done.
let's go.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, let's shut off Skype. I'm on my way.
We'll meet you in Columbus.
All right.
I don't know where we're playing, but we'll meet you in Columbus.
We'll meet you in Van
perfect.
Wert.
Good old Van Wert.
You know what? We'll come to you. We'll meet you at the Cleveland Browns Stadium because nothing else is going on there. So we'll just meet you there.
It's the wrong direction.
That's nowhere near me. And they got buried in snow today. We don't want that.
They got buried in football this past week.
Well, I mean, it's the Browns.
Arizona Cardinals, baby. Woo!
Man, that's awesome.
You're cheering your team that has 5 wins?
4.
4.5.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, 4.
4 now against Cleveland.
I mean,
4.5. They have a tie.
And my Browns. What a shit show.
But Cleveland has more wins than your Cardinals.
That's fine. We still won.
They look like the better team, though. Damn.
And I just like doing it because Blake's team lost. So
right.
I like harassing him.
Yeah,
So-
I love it. The egos are starting to implode on that team, too.
You talking about our podcast or the team?
Well, both. No. I'm going to say the Browns with a rookie head coach. You got these players with these huge egos. Things are going bad. It's all imploding.
The problem is the players have no reason to have egos.
Well, I agree.
You sounded so defeated.
Yeah, Tony knows. He's probably a Lions fan.
No, Bears fan, actually.
Oh.
But yes, I know the feeling.
I like how Blake is more beat down than I am, and I'm rooting for the Bengals.
Hey,
Well, Jim, you're not cheering for the only team that hasn't had a winning season in the past decade.
is that the Browns?
Yes.
Let's see here. Anybody have any other news before we go into the poll of the week on Twitter?
Oh, hey, I finished Walking Dead.
This past season?
Binged it, yeah.
Oh, but I thought you just started it.
I know, I binged it.
On purpose?
Yes.
So, Tony, do you watch The Walking Dead?
I watched a few episodes of season 1, and then I just never watched again.
Okay, so you're a couple episodes
So no,
farther
I guess.
than me.
And a couple episodes behind me.
I mean, zombies are cool and all. They're just not my bag, baby. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
then you would probably like The Walking Dead this past couple seasons because they barely even acknowledged the zombies.
Oh,
Man,
fair enough.
It's been really slow. And you're right. There's a lot of talking and walking around.
The main bad guy is literally, she's, 30 feet away. You have archers with bows and arrows that can pierce her to shoot her.
I don't know.
End of the war. I don't understand what the problem is.
And then the last episode, it's a trick. Why are you running after her? It's so stupid.
I'm telling you, they should have just killed her.
Well, here's the other thing. All the episodes that they did, they probably could have done this in 3.
I feel like you might need new batteries on the Dragon.
Already?
Anyways, I feel like the whole last 3 seasons of The Walking Dead they could have done it in 8 episodes.
Yeah.
So it's disappointing.
What about you, Tony? You watch anything good recently?
Oh man, I mean, not really. I've just been. What have we been? Oh, I've been watching the whole Star Wars movies,
Okay.
like Episode 1, and then snuck in some Clone Wars and the cartoon. Not just trying to watch the whole run of movies before Rise of Skywalker comes out.
You going Thursday night?
Not yet, because we haven't watched them all. Plus, opening night movies just aren't my jam. I went to a Star Wars opening night once, and there's too many people and Jedis and lightsaber fights in the aisles, and I'm like, there's too much nonsense. I'm here to watch a movie, not pretend I'm force pushing my friend.
So Tony took out a katana sword and sliced them down. I'll show you how it's really done.
Yeah, exactly.
I just came from Kill Bill. That's a pretty cool weapon. We're going to talk about that later on.
We are going to talk about that. That's a nice tease.
So if you don't watch anything or whatever, Tony, what do you talk about on your podcast?
we basically just talk about the dumb shit that happened to us in the week, random weird news stories. We do talk about pop culture. I mean,
and wrestling.
Just recently, I haven't really watched anything just because I've been just busy. I mean, I'm a fan of Letterkenny. I am not quite caught up. Big fan of that. I haven't watched The Mandalorian, which makes me, an asshole because I'm a Star Wars fan.
I haven't seen it either.
Well, the latest episode 5 finally got good again. Or was it 6?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm 3 episodes
5?
beyond.
Yeah, it's 5.
I think it was 5. It's
It got good. 4 was a little goofy.
So you made a big deal that you got this great deal for Disney Plus, and you're 3 episodes behind on the one show worth watching.
I told my oldest son that I would watch it with him, and we've just been behind on a lot of stuff. And then we were home on Saturday, him and I, and the Phantom Menace came on. And Tony, I've never let my son watch the prequels because he loves the other Star Wars films, loves them all, seen them many times. But I wouldn't let him watch the prequels. And he finally started watching them this week because it was on TBS or whatever, TNT, the marathon. And
How dare you?
he saw most of the
dare you,
prequels
sir.
this weekend.
Do we have to call Health and Human Services?
Because I let him watch the
Productive-
Phantom Menace.
Child Protective Services. Yeah.
Child Protective Services.
And even him, he was like, well, it was a Star Wars movie. Like, it was okay.
Yeah.
Now, did
Yeah.
he enjoy the trade embargo and that type of stuff?
So halfway through it,
Couldn't stop talking about the trade embargo.
when they're in the Senate, he's like, they sure talk a lot. Yeah,
He didn't like the political intrigue that wasn't there.
Okay, Tony, we're going to make a Star Wars film for the first time in 20 years. Okay, let me tell you what we're going to start with. Okay, lightsabers? No. Trade embargoes.
Like, what?
George, you're going to have to fund this on your own. Fuck you, I'm doing it myself anyways.
Like, oh, this is going to be exciting. There's multiple Jedi in it and politics.
But it's all about Palpatine rising to power. Oh, like through Force and, the Dark Sith? No, just, backstabbing deals in politics. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. Couldn't he just use his electroshocky thing? No. He'd rather use his mind. Yeah, I'm going to hit.
Oh, and we're going to devote 45 minutes to pod racing.
Oh, God.
It's going to be so exciting. They're going to be racing. No.
I don't even know what they're racing.
I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Nintendo 64 game was my jam. I liked it.
Pod racing?
Yeah, that was
Yes.
fun.
I'll
The
give you
movie
that.
portion.
I thought he meant GoldenEye.
Oh, well, of course, a GoldenEye. Jeez, I think I just got aroused. I think I'm hard.
Perfect
Holy
Dark.
shit. GoldenEye's the best.
Oh,
Dawn. Yeah. So my son was watching. I was watching most of it with him, and I'm like, this is worse than I remember. The Phantom Menace, the acting in it. I think Jeff is right that Liam Neeson is the only one that could act in it, and they have good actors. And even
Oh, yeah.
Natalie Portman was awful in it.
They were all dry and terrible.
Yes.
I mean, I loved Ray Park and all his lines.
We will have our revenge.
Didn't he?
What was that, Tony?
It's like, what was it like? Soon they will know we're here. We will have a revenge or whatever. It was horrible.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Mr. Park. You're out now. Ray Park, you're done.
Damn it, Toad.
Toad. Well, the good news is, since you saw Clone Wars and all that, they brought Darth Maul back with spider legs or something.
We had to. He
Oh,
got chopped
see,
in half.
See, I haven't actually watched the Clone Wars, like the CGI version or whatever, the computer generated. I watched the one from, I don't know how to say his last name, but Gennady Tartar, whatever, the guy who made Powerpuff Girls and Samurai Jack.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah, he put out those shorts that, like if you don't watch the shorts and you watch episode 3 and you're like, oh, who's this General Grievous guy and why does he have asthma? I don't understand. But they explained it in the little Clone Wars shorts, which were fantastic. They should have done the whole movie's like that and just thrown all live action away.
I remember those shorts. Those shorts were good. I do remember that now.
I don't know those shorts.
Yeah, they were really well done.
The entire run of them is on YouTube if you're interested.
I'll have to look that up because I'm a fan of the Powerpuff
Yeah, it's like-
Girls.
It's if you want to watch Mace Windu destroy a whole army of droids, have at it. It's there.
So when they're talking about clones and Darth Maul and his things, did he have 4 butts? 4 asses?
That's South Park.
Oh.
How did you get South Park and Powder Puff?
About all these shorts, I'm thinking what sizes and colors are coming in.
Wow.
Monopoly. Anyways, moving on. Let's see here. We did have a poll of the week. It's on our Twitter at the History of Bad Ideas. Bad Ideas Podcast, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's it. Anyways, Bad Ideas Podcast. Follow us. Poll of the week was, with Tony from Salty Language being a guest this week, who is the sexiest man with a beard? We have
Probably Jeff.
I wasn't an option. Neither
Well,
were
that
you.
seems like bullshit. I know. What's
Well,
up with
Tony's
this?
already number one, so that's okay. I think you won a floppy for that one year.
I believe so. Yeah.
You have more.
I don't think I've ever been nominated again. I think I just mic dropped and walked off the dais.
Let's see. You had Jake Gyllenhaal, Idris Elba, Thump, John Krasinski, Jim from The Office, and Jason Momoa. And the last place was Idris Elba. That is wrong. He is one sexy man.
I think that's who I voted for.
Tied at 24% was Jake Gyllenhaal and John Krasinski. So the winner, as usual, at 30% is Jason Momoa.
I had to go with Jim from The Office.
He is pretty sexy in that Amazon series.
Yeah, and Jack
Ryan.
So I was disappointed that the people put on there. I mean, most of them aren't even known to have beards.
I put 2019 men with beards was the Google thing. And these were the people that came up.
2015?
19.
Oh, okay.
Yes, 2015.
I mean, there's no Zach Galifianakis on here. Yeah. I mean, he's the man with the beard.
Ugh.
No ZZ Top.
Ugh.
No God. Ryan Hurst.
Oh, Opie.
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy. Oh, that was a heartbreaker when he died.
No Queen Hasselstuff.
Did you just say Hufflepuff?
Yeah, Queen Hasselstuff from Egypt.
Is he having a stroke down there?
I think he is.
Tony, you moved down here.
Shut.
Screw your new house. You buy a house down here. You're the fourth member. Come on.
Oh, perfect.
What was
All
the
right.
Egyptian female pharaoh that had the beard?
Okay, his arms are moving, so I don't think he's having a stroke.
Cleopatra?
No.
Nefertiti?
No.
King Tut?
Nefertiti.
King Tut?
Tutankhamun.
I think it was like Hatshepsut.
Anyways, you know what, Blake?
Festa?
I don't know.
Anyways,
Gillette?
Have Jim Google it.
Tony's like, I gotta go do something.
Yeah.
Did I?
I'm gonna go.
Tony, I'm gonna go.
I'm just gonna put this down and slowly walk away.
I'm doing too many dad jokes tonight.
Anyways, why don't you, Blake, do some listener feedback? Shake some paper.
I have my iPad.
Shake your iPad.
Hold on.
It's Hatshepsut. Hatshepsut.
How can you not remember that, Blake?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to get to, but the joke has long been lost and
Can you just do listener feedback?
fucked up for your grandma, Jason.
My grandma's dead.
I mean your mom. I said the F word. All right. We start with this number one guy.
Doug.
Are we not sponsored? Sponsored by the F word?
Oh, yeah, we're sponsored by the letter F and bad
Nice.
jokes. Really bad jokes. Okay. Doug, Fantastic Four writer, wants Riverdale's KJ Appa to play Johnny Storm in the new film. Yay or nay?
I actually don't have a problem with that.
I'm going yay because we can bury both another Fantastic Four film and KJ Appa's career at the same time.
Tony, you're a big fan of Riverdale.
I'm a huge fan. I had to Google this guy.
Okay.
He looks the Johnny Storm part, so I'll say
I will
yay,
say
but I don't know. I
KJ
mean,
Appa is best known as being the guy taking his shirt off in all the memes and GIFs Jason shares on Twitter.
Oh, God, those
He's
abs.
better known for that than actually being in the show.
Oh, yes.
okay, fair enough.
If he ever shows up at the expo as a guest, Cincinnati Comic Expo, I'm buying a shirt with him pulling his shirt up on my shirt that I'm wearing, and I'm going to have him sign his own abs. That is my dream.
And you won't be anywhere near him because the restraining order.
The restraining order would be, he is a hot piece of man meat. Anyways. So, I agree. I think he should be Johnny Storm. Anyone else?
I think he should because we all know how good the Fantastic Four movies do.
I do have sad news to say that I have not watched the new season of Riverdale.
There's a new season?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm behind.
It's a show.
It's a damn good show, Tony.
Haven't you Googled it yet?
You're also behind on the
No, I just
Mandalorian.
Googled the guy.
That's what she said.
He's on my favorites in my tab, in my internet browser. My wife is worried.
As she should be.
What do we got?
And your mother.
What did my mother do to you?
She pays me every week.
We got another fucking question from Doug.
No, we don't. That was a mistake by intern Hackney.
Academy.
All right, the next one from Kevin at Cincy Explorer. Would you eat this?
What is it?
It's a picture.
Okay.
I would not eat a
It's a
picture.
picture. It's a great picture for podcasting.
Okay, it's
Hey, everybody, imagine what this picture looks like. Would you eat this?
okay. Blake's being an asshole, so let me get this.
Maybe when we release the podcast, you can put this photo with
Anyways, it's called Christmas Tinner.
the post.
It's in a can, and it's layered product.
It's a
scra-
can.
It's
Yes,
a can.
It's like a soup can size of food.
It's scrambled egg and bacon on top.
It's
2 mince pies.
This is cylindrical.
Yes. Turkey and potatoes. Gravy.
A layer of gravy.
A layer of bread sauce. Then cranberry sauce. Brussels sprouts with stuffing or broccoli with stuffing. Oh, they have options.
Surprise.
Roast carrots and parsnips. And Christmas pudding. Would you eat that, Tony?
Well, one, I'm disturbed by the fact it's Brussels sprouts or broccoli. They're just like green. Here you go. But
they
are you
tell you
supposed to eat it like from the top down, or are you supposed to eat it like a slice? I don't understand how this works.
Cake in this picture.
I think you go top down because it's like a new course each layer.
Because Christmas puddings last like dinner or like dessert.
And breakfast of the scrambled eggs and bacon is first.
Yeah.
And then you have 2 mince
I was
pies
kind of
for
thinking the same
lunch.
thing.
So, Tony, do you think that they may put on there this is broccoli or this is Brussels sprouts, but it really isn't different at all? They just keep the same stuff?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think they give a shit.
Would you eat this?
I mean, if I would I want to? No. For the story, probably.
See, he wasn't even demanding money or payment. I like
Would
that.
you eat 1,000 cheese conies in a calendar year?
Well, I mean, I probably do. I love a good coney.
There is a story
she
of a
said.
Cincinnati kid who ate 1,000 cheese conies this year. On December.
Wow. How's he
December-
doing?
Oh, he has to run 1,000 miles next year to
To work it off.
work all the weight off.
Fair enough.
I think that would be more torture than eating 1,000 conies. I'm sorry, I got to run what?
There'd definitely be more torture. I mean, that's more than a mile a day.
So back to this canned food thing. I feel like we could do it as a Hobie challenge. If somebody buys it for us, we could do it. What do you think, Jeff?
Wait. Do you have to warm it up, or you just eat it cold?
I hope to God you warm it up.
I think that's the least of our worries on this, Tony.
I mean, I just want to know if it has directions, you know?
Would you like a warm sponge or cold sponge?
You know, I'm sure it's probably edible without cooking. Like all the cooking should be done before the canning process. You're just heating it back up. So
True,
you probably
true.
won't get ill. Well, you'll probably get ill queasy, but not ill like diseased.
I feel like I will with cranberry sauce because cranberry sauce is nasty.
Good cranberry sauce isn't. That's
Yeah,
not going to
sure.
be good cranberry sauce in this Christmas dinner.
No, it's probably barely cranberry sauce.
That's actually what's on the side, and included barely cranberry sauce. I feel like
Cranberry sauce looks like 1/16 of an inch of this can.
yes.
You get a full inch of Brussels sprouts and broccoli.
That's Brussels sprouts with stuffing or broccoli with stuffing. So
stuffing, yeah.
at least it's stuffing.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I think the scrambled egg and bacon might be the best part about it all. I think that might be it.
Enjoy your breakfast.
Oh.
Scrape the top off and throw the
because
rest
you
away.
get minced pies later.
Let's
Just to let you guys know, they also have a veggie version and a vegan version.
Ooh. What's the veggie version?
You have a nut roast,
Oh,
mushroom
That doesn't sound
Wellington.
vegan.
No, this is veggie, not vegan. Mushroom Wellington, sprouts, Toblerone, that weird triangular situation.
In a can?
Roast parsnips,
they really
halloumi
want to get,
pigs,
they
and
really want
tempeh
to get rid of those
bacon.
parsnips.
Yeah, right. Cauliflower cheese, a Yule log, veggie gravy, gingerbread pancakes, cranberry sauce, and then potatoes.
What's at the top?
Nut roast.
Oh God! I would have to flip it over the can. Oh, That okay? So I'm doing the Christmas.
I'm assuming this is foreign food.
I
It's
don't.
like out of England or something.
I don't know. It's called Christmas Tinner. I'm not
It's
sure.
off a video game website just called Game. Oh yeah, from the UK. Those savages. No wonder we ran away from them.
You can find us on nerdly.co.
I mean, I think that's why the parsnips. I think they're huge in the UK diet. That's why everything comes with parsnips.
do the British have a diet?
You know, in the European version of hell, your cook is British.
Anyways, Hobie's on the British website, nerdly.co.uk. Thanks, guys.
Hey, have some minced pudding.
You're bloody awful.
I think I just became deaf on that one.
Have some biscuits.
You cheeky cunts. Anyways, what else we got here, Blake?
Tea.
No, besides tea, what do we have?
Spam.
Spam, 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 spamity spam.
There you go. Pittsburgh Nerd. When you are out of Pez in the studio, what is the next go-to snack candy endorsed by Hobie?
Well, let Tony answer this one first. Tony, what is your go-to snack?
Oh,
Candy.
geez, if we're talking snack candy, peanut butter M&Ms, I will. Like, you know those big baking bags? Like, you should make about 1 million brownies with these. Yeah, I'll just eat one.
That is a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Jeff?
Well, tonight it's Sour Patch watermelons.
Yes,
That's what I've been munching on since the start of the show.
Jim brought Sour Patch watermelons in. Sour Patch are really pretty darn good.
And thin mints.
Ugh. Thin mints?
One wafer
You don't like
thin
mint?
The cookies are good.
You don't like the mint I gave you?
The mints were okay. I'm talking like the ones in the white package. Like the candy. It's the little round ones. Those are a little bit bigger.
Wafer thin.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The thin mints.
I know what you're talking
Thank
about.
you, Tony. The thing that
No, I
Jerry
meant the
and
movie
Kramer
reference.
dropped into the guy in surgery.
Junior
Junior
mints.
Oh, that's what I'm talking
Junior
about.
mints.
Junior mints are awesome.
They are. They're awesome.
Tony was with me on this.
They're not as good as the Andes.
Or the Andes mints
Or
that you
the-
find in fancy steakhouses when you
Yeah.
I'll
walk
give you
out.
those.
You grab
Yeah,
a whole
the
handful.
Rolls Royce of mint candy.
Patties.
Yeah.
Blake, what is your other candy? What's your candy?
Usually, first thing we do when we run out of Pez is I start smashing things.
Yes.
You know.
That's why we have to buy new chairs every week.
Yeah, but then usually I get placated with somebody pulls something out of their pocket, like Thin Mints or some Oreo cookie bags or something.
Okay.
Then I stop rioting.
Latte Oreo cookies.
Yeah,
Oh.
You like
Oh, I did.
those.
I did like those. I did like the latte.
it works.
Jim, what you got?
Again, the peanut butter M&Ms are great. Reese's Pieces. And
Ooh, Reese's Pieces are good. That's a good one. Twix?
I would go with Reese's Miniatures.
Oh, the tiny ones?
No, not the minis, the miniatures. The ones that are the gold
The,
wrap.
the ones that are still wrapped.
Nah.
Oh, no.
Out of the freezer.
Oh,
Fridge for
all
the orange ones. The ones in the orange containers or the orange wrapping. I can handle those. The gold wrapping, no. The tiny ones, no.
It's the same fucking thing, just a
Tastes
different
different.
size.
Tastes different.
Yeah, the ratio is better.
I don't want all that foil slowing me down.
It does take about 5 minutes to get the foil off.
Not if you're an expert.
Jeff just eats the foil with it.
Exactly.
But the hot cocoa Hershey Kisses were really, really good.
Oh, we did have those a couple weeks ago.
Oh, those were good.
There's still one left.
Yeah, take a look at the Hershey Kisses, Tony, the hot cocoa ones. It literally tastes like hot cocoa.
Except it's
I mean,
not
that
hot.
sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's not hot.
it's not really cocoa.
Can I serve up myself a mug full of them?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you could.
Then it might be cocoa.
You're gonna have to chew though. You can't like sip it.
Oh, well, fair.
What you got, Blake? What's next?
From Dev.
The Psy guy.
You were all wrong last week on Mount Rushmore of desserts. The correct answer is creme brulee, chocolate lava cake. Yeah, I mentioned that. Cobbler, a la mode, cream puffs.
We did the Mount Rushmore of desserts last week.
I realized I made a grave error.
What was that?
I didn't. My favorite dessert of all time, I didn't even consider or it didn't come up. Bread pudding.
Oh.
A good bread pudding, there isn't anything better.
Are you trying to make up with our UK listeners now?
No. Well, now, granted, there's a lot of bad bread puddings out there, but you get a good bread pudding, nothing beats it. Not even chocolate lava cake.
I think Dev has it right with creme brulee on top. That is fantastic. Maybe
Creme
my favorite.
brulee.
Jason made fun of it on Twitter.
I'm not a big fan of it.
He called it burnt pudding.
It is. It is burnt pudding.
It's not
Creme
pudding.
brulee.
It tastes like it. Tony,
Burnt cream.
Tony, we're
No,
breaking
that's what it means.
we're breaking the barriers here, Tony. What is your
Translating.
favorite dessert?
What do they eat up there
it's-
up north?
Up north here,
Shaved
eh?
ice?
It's just
Yeah, eat up north there, eh?
just nothing but whale blubber. It's delicious.
Flavored whale blubber.
No, it's for me. It's pie all day. I just every slot in Mount Rushmore would just be like an apple pie, a cherry pie, strawberry rhubarb pie, pecan pie. And Dev tried to argue with me like, well, there's savory pies. I'll eat those too.
You're not picky. Just give
No.
me pie.
What was
Exactly.
The vinegar or the
Mud pies?
A vinegar pie.
was it the vinegar pie?
Vinegar honey, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Or-
Mince
What is that?
pie? Mince?
Apparently, it's a big Midwestern thing that I've never heard of.
I've never heard of such a thing, but I will fight it off. I will try it.
It was pretty good.
It was actually really good. We had one on Thanksgiving, and
What's it taste like?
sweet honey.
Okay.
But and then friend Christian, who was on the Thanksgiving challenge on Food Network, that was his winning dessert.
Huh. It's interesting. Let's see. We got something from Dez, our most educated listener.
It is the holiday breaks. So
Yes.
he probably has finished his term papers.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
So he has time to listen and write to us. He says, if you were only allowed to own one Funko Pop, which Funko Pop would you choose?
Tony?
I would have to go sexy Dr. Ian Malcolm.
Oh, yeah, when he's laying down with his shirt
Yeah.
unbuttoned.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Jeff?
I don't own any Funko Pops.
I know, but they're really fun.
But you have to own
I
one.
have to own one. Come back to me.
Okay. Blake?
Mine would be similar to yours, what you said earlier, but the shirt off laying down David Hasselhoff Funko Pop.
Is he eating a cheeseburger?
No.
That would be amazing.
Schnitzel.
I think you can go to Funko's website and make one. I want to make that one.
Yes. Hammered, embarrassed Hasselhoff.
Can Hasselhoff be embarrassed anymore? I mean, seriously. What do you got, Jim?
I'll go the gold Joey Votto Funko Pop.
Ooh, do they make one? Mm-hmm. Wow.
In or out of Red's uniform.
Gold, so you can't.
Shirtless or not?
If he could put him in the Mountie uniform, I would love that one.
I would probably do any of the Hanna-Barbera characters.
One. You're given one. You get Huckleberry Hound.
I like Huckleberry Hound.
That's your
You
answer.
got a Huckleberry Hound.
I actually, you know what? I'm going to change it. I would probably go back and do the Jabba the Hutt with Slave Leia. I thought they made, and Salacious Crumb. They made one.
That would be cool.
I would like that one.
That's a good one because it looks like you're getting 3 pops.
Did they ever make a T-Rex? Because I think a T-Rex would be a cool Funko Pop.
They made a Rancor monster from Jedi.
I'd rather see a T-Rex with a arms and a...
Like Meet the Robinsons T-Rex?
Sure, why not?
I like Funko Pops, and I really like the look of them. I think they're really cool. My problem is I think if I buy one, I'm just going to keep buying so many of them, and I just can't. I can't collect anything else. So
I saw.
Yeah, the only ones I have were bought for me. I've never actually bought one.
Do they have a Pez dispenser Funko Pop?
Probably.
I'll take that one.
We're giving some
They have
away as
Funko
prizes.
Pop Pez dispensers.
I went the other way around.
Weren't we giving Funko Pops
okay.
away as prizes at Comic
Oh, yeah, we got
Expo?
lots of Funko Pops. Actually, I will say I do buy Funko Pops, but
Yeah.
they're for the giveaway for the expo.
Yeah.
I saw intern Hackney's list of Funko Pops, his like dream list, and it was like the actual cost of it was like $21,000.
Diesel Pete's. I think they're really cool.
Shit.
Like I said, Dev always posts about the Hanna-Barbera characters. I think those are really cool because they have a lot of different ones back then. But it's like I just can't justify paying for them.
I mean, if we want to talk Funko Pops, I really wish my co-host from Salty Language is here because he's Mr. Funko Pop.
Yep.
I don't know how many he has, but he might have $21,000 worth. It's a lot.
But he hates me, so he won't come on the show.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I could be a mediator.
Does he still hate you?
Oh, well, he still hates me because I may have made some comments on Twitter before. I don't know. I don't know. I can't confirm that.
You and Ian became best friends.
From Pittsburgh Nerd, we did.
From being mortal enemies. I think you and Brian can bury the hatchet.
I think we could.
The intern hates
Just need a night of rough sex. You guys will be figured it out.
Together?
Well, yeah.
No, just separate. Hey, Brian, I had some rough sex tonight. So did I. Best friends.
Me too. We're friends.
High five. High five.
We're Eskimo brothers. Anyways, with your mom, Blake.
My mom doesn't listen to the podcast.
Neither does mine. I cuss too much. It's fucking ridiculous. What you got there, Blake?
From the Pop Culture Cafe podcast. Do you guys sometimes feel that the flood of information today regarding pop culture takes away what made it special when you were younger?
Very much so.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, the whole... Every time a new trailer is released, everybody can see it immediately, and they break it down, and everybody talks about everything hidden in the trailer that you might have missed, and it's too much.
And then when the movies or television what's released, the games, and then you barely hear anything good about it on social media and everything. It's all the critics, and everybody's tearing it down, and pretty much like what Blake does with The Last Jedi.
And every other Star Wars thing.
so.
Tony, where do you stand on The Last Jedi?
Answer this carefully, Tony.
I mean, I'm going to see it, but I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it.
The Last Jedi? The last one?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking Rise of Skywalker.
No. Last Jedi. Whew, scared me there.
Okay, my bad. I mean, it was all right. You know, there was a couple moments like, that whole lightsaber fight thing it was not a good choreographed fight. And I don't know, man. I really feel like people are just like, everyone's squatting over my childhood and just taking a nice healthy dump on it.
Pretty much.
There's two parts that I didn't like is, Luke Skywalker breastfeeding from a walrus or a seal or whatever it was.
Blue titty milk.
The blue titty milk.
God,
He was green.
About that.
That's your opinion, man.
No,
it really isn't an opinion.
And then Princess Leia floating back onto the ship. That pissed me off.
Married
Oh,
Princess
wow.
Leia.
I mean,
What's that?
but she has force powers.
Fuck that.
Sure.
I get the force powers. I hated that scene, though. They had a perfect way to kill her off, and they didn't. So
Because she had too much stuff left to do in the movie.
Ugh. Give it to Mark Hamill. Let him do it. Anyways, but I love the rest of the film. I really like that one a lot. So it was a little long, but I enjoyed it still. So let's see here. What else we got? We got one more question.
Yeah, Professor Number One and Doctor Number One said, since it wasn't answered last week, more embarrassing belt holder, David Arquette or Kyle Busch?
Okay, we're going to Tony Wrestling. David Arquette won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Kyle Busch won the 24/7 title that's in the WWE. That is defended 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Did he lose it yet?
Oh, yeah, he lost it like the next hour. Which one is the worst one? Most embarrassing.
I mean, my heart wants to say David Arquette because anything that he's related to, he should be the most embarrassing blank for it.
Okay.
But I know he has legit trained to wrestle, and I'm not sure Kyle Busch can do anything but turn left. So for sure, the most embarrassing is Kyle Busch.
And he hasn't done that. He doesn't turn left even well. I mean, let's be real.
I mean, I'm so out of the world in NASCAR, I have no idea.
Me too, but I'm still going to make the joke.
Fair enough.
He's better than Dale Earnhardt Sr. at turning left. I'll give you
That's
that.
true. He turned real hard once,
It was a good-looking right turn.
for sure.
We do have a
Too soon.
Oh, sorry.
We do have a new question that popped in for Tony. It says, "Hey Tony, did you ever pitch anything to Enzo Ferrari, and what was it?"
Have you
Wait,
ever-
what?
You did not listen last week, and that's a smart man.
So I've been way behind on all my podcasts.
No, don't make excuses. I would avoid us, too. We made a joke about Enzo Ferrari was pretty much a dickhead, and he fucked over everybody that tried to pitch him ideas, so...
And
Blake,
it
what
led-
does he say?
And it led to, "Hey, fuck you."
Thank you, Enzo.
Hey, Enzo, I want to buy a Ferrari. Hey, vafanculo.
Back to our wrestling question. Thank you, Blake.
Well, he spurred so many people to greatness by being a dick to them.
David Arquette?
No, Ford and Lamborghini.
At least, like you said, Tony, David Arquette is trying. He's doing well on the independent circuit, and he has mentioned in interviews it wasn't even his idea to get the WCW title. That was Bischoff or Vince Russo, I think. And he's like, no, it would be great publicity. He's like, I'm not a wrestler. No, you should have it. And it's like, fuck you, Vince Russo. If that didn't kill WCW, jeez, oh Pete, finger poke.
Right.
I think the most embarrassing belt holder is Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
He was a wrestling god, Just ask him.
No, not regular Hulk Hogan. It had to be
Hollywood-
his Hollywood Hulk Hogan days.
Did he actually win the belt? Isn't that the one where someone just handed it to him?
Oh, he's one.
He was a belt holder.
Hollywood Hogan had
Oh, the Hollywood Hogan belt?
I don't.
his weight belt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That, honestly, the most embarrassing belt holder would be John Cena with his spinner belt. Because the belt itself is embarrassing.
But
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
He wears jorts, but he has no belt with his jorts.
If you have 18-pack abs, you don't need a belt. His abs keep them up.
No,
But they don't. His abs
thighs
are
do.
showing. Yeah.
It's no KJ Appa abs.
I would rather see a movie with John Cena than KJ Appa,
I just want to know if the curtains match
but
the... Never
not the Fireman's movie.
Oh, that did not look good.
I'd rather watch Daddy's Home 3.
They haven't made a 3.
Exactly.
See, everybody's writing about the new Home Alone reboot.
There's a new Home Alone reboot?
Yeah, on Disney
Oh
Plus.
God, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah.
See, I keep hearing bad things since Disney Plus has come out. I'm not sure this is as good as everyone says.
The Lady and the Tramp remake is better because the first one was shit. I hate the Lady and the Tramp. The new one was decent. The CGI
It's
live.
the same story.
They expanded a little bit more. They gave the humans a little bit more to do, and it was a little bit better. So
Of course, you have to give humans more to do because it's CGI. They need some humans in there for interaction.
well, I agree. I'm just saying it was better than the cartoon.
I thought the humans were only supposed to serve the spaghetti to the dogs, and that was it.
That's pretty much all they did in the first one.
So when they modernized it, didn't they call it Lady and the Stray Dog?
No, it's still in 1920s, 30s.
Oh, jeez.
No, the Home Alone reboot. They got some people to star. I don't know, but anyways, sure, why not? I mean, the first one was enjoyable. What's that, Tony?
Is it just are they completely rebooting the story, or is it like when they're like, oh, Home Alone 5, it's some dumb kid you've never seen before
It's a
playing,
dumb kid.
Kevin McAllister?
Yeah, it's not Kevin McAllister. I think they offered it to Macaulay Culkin, like not for him to be Home Alone,
That would be amazing.
but I guess they wanted him to be the dad this time, and he said no. He's like, I got too much cocaine to do, allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But I guess Disney came back and they got like a new kid, and I don't know. It's just, who cares? They made 5 of these already. Who cares?
Disney, with their channel, is going to pump and squeeze and wring out every last cent they can off of everything that they can make new movies and reboots and all. Why come up with something new when you can do something like that?
As long as it's
you're not
rated
wrong.
R.
Yeah.
But you know what? Good for them. Who cares? They have if they want to do it.
If people get tired of it, they can just stop subscribing.
Yeah. I mean, who cares? Let the market figure it out.
I just want Disney to have a place to show their rated R movies that they own.
Hulu. They're going to Hulu. They're rated R films.
The films are?
Mm-hmm. The funny,
So I should get Hulu and not Disney.
Well, the funny thing is that I've had 3 people, counting coworkers, that have asked me if this is truly the last Star Wars film they're ever making. And because it keeps saying the end of a saga. And I said, they paid $2 billion for Star Wars. It's not the end of it's not the end of their movies.
It's the end of the saga. It's
Correct.
It's the end of the Skywalker drama.
And I just saw today in a headline, it doesn't necessarily mean they're done with the Skywalkers.
No, just Rey. Just Rey.
That's right, yeah.
Rey and Finn may still come back.
Oh, they're not Skywalkers.
Correct.
As far as we
Or at
know.
least they better not be.
They're genetic samples.
But they might.
Clones.
Tony, I swear to God, if Finn turns out to be a Calrissian, I'm going to fucking throw something at that screen. Just because he's black doesn't mean he's Lando's son, okay? Stop it.
I mean,
That's how the
Lando's
Star
the
Wars
only
universe
other
works.
one.
What's that, Tony?
Lando's the only other one in the galaxy, apparently.
And they're using them for the Mandalorian, so, you know.
No, they're not. That's Carl Weathers. God.
That's Lando.
It does look like Lando when they do the shadows, like the
Same
shadows.
difference.
Stop it. Anyways, yeah, if Finn's fucking related to Lando, I'm out. I can't do it. But yeah, I always find it funny that people are like, "This is the last Star Wars ever." I'm like, no, it is not. They already have writers for the 2023 series. They're making a trilogy, a new one.
They still got Ryan Johnson making a trilogy.
Yeah,
Burn it.
stop it. Stop
Yeah,
it.
they're gonna have movies about everything. They'll have a movie about some just like stormtrooper. It'll be his whole life as a stormtrooper or something.
That's right.
They're going to have Broom Boy movie.
Wait, hold on. That's the story of Finn, isn't it?
That is.
Oh yeah, good point. It'll be a spin-off. Finn will get his own movie.
They're going.
Stormtrooper.
They're going to have Christopher Guest and his crew do a fake documentary about the Sarlacc pit and about how he grew up.
Well, that would be kind of cool.
I would pay to see
I'd watch that.
Eugene. Levy.
I'd watch that too.
These are going to come up with something like called Best in Galaxy or something.
You have to bring your own alien in that. Salacious Crumb type.
I guess. Yeah.
We're doing that. I like my Sarlacc pick better, anyways, Blake. Stop trying to piggyback off me.
Especially because, it's like not like the Sarlacc pit can go anywhere. In the middle of the desert.
You just have Christopher Guest characters walk by it. Some fall in, some interact. Eugene Levy is the voice of the Sarlacc pit.
Yes.
I can see Parker Posey falling in love with the Sarlacc pit.
I like
Maybe
that.
not the Sarlacc pit, the whole pit. Maybe just the tongue itself. It, comes out and like hugs her.
Well, it depends. Is it the original Starlight Pit or the one that they added the little Shop of Horrors plant in it in the
They'll find a way of incorporating both.
Oh,
Venus flytrap thingy.
yeah, God, that thing was awful.
The Audrey too.
Oh, God.
I mean, I would love it if the Sarlacc pit was just a tragic, misunderstood character.
People keep falling into my mouth.
Make a
He's
musical.
like, I'm just here.
Make a Broadway musical.
I'm actually a vegetarian.
I eat space plankton.
Stop feeding me. Stop feeding me.
Ever since Jabba's barge cruise came by, I've gained 800 pounds.
Stop feeding me.
Trying to figure out how to take up hot yoga and stuff.
We're trademarking this. 5 of us. We got this. Disney wants the rights. They have to come to us.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
how it works.
Grant, we don't own the rights to the Starlight Pit, but we're taking it
Bringing Rick Moranis out of retirement.
just for this. Ooh, who's the dentist?
me.
Who's the dentist?
Rick Moranis.
No, he's not the dentist.
I don't know.
Steve Martin again.
No, he died in it. Not in real life, but
I was like, did he? Shit. How out of the loop am I?
Make it some Ewok.
the chief plankton guy, whatever his name
Chief
was.
Chirpa?
Yeah, Chirpa. Anyways, let's do some news of the geek.
It's time for another installment of the news of the geek.
Okay, I don't know how many we're going to get to, but we're going to try here. Okay.
Get to 80 of them. Just do it speed fire. Boom. They're making a movie. Boom. They're making another movie. Boom. They fired someone.
I think this is my
this
segment,
movie.
okay?
Oh.
You can do that in box office news and that shit that you do. This is a classy segment. Todd Phillips, director of Joker, they told him that he's making a second one. There's a rumor. He said he didn't know about it. The media said that he was signed on to do it. He said, "No, I'm not." And do you have an idea? I have other ideas for other DC films. That's where we're at on that one. There you go, Jeff. See, I got my speed mode in there.
Now do 80 of them.
That was speedy.
Thank you, Tony.
What's going on with the Dark Eye of Sauron?
The Dark Lord of Mordor.
Yes.
There's a blazing peeper in town, a 44-year-old man in Texas. Basically, he had some eye complaints, according to the doctors.
New England Journal of Medicine.
Well, yes.
Ooh, that's one of the better journals
Yes.
of medicine.
Yes, and no, you say this, Jason.
Circumferential, spoke-like iris transillumination defects.
Circumferential.
I'll be honest, that was better than I thought I was going to say.
I almost believe
I was impressed.
Thank you, Tony.
Did a demon just show up there?
Good job, Jason.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, the 44-year-old man in Texas, he went into an eye clinic to establish care as a new patient. He had recently moved into the area and didn't have any specific complaints, according to the doctors, but did have a history of glaucoma in his family. Basically, that is damage to the optic nerve, all that stuff.
But why is this significant?
Why? I don't know.
Because his eye pupil looks like the eye of Sauron.
Well, I was getting to that.
Oh, I thought you were going to the next story.
Anyways, his eye looked like that of Sauron, and I don't know. You talk about it, Blake, because you know more about Lord of the Rings than I do.
No.
Yeah, tough guy.
Well, it turned out he had a rare genetic condition called pigment dispersion syndrome.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
According to the National Institutes of Health, the syndrome occurs when pigment granules that usually stick to the backside of the iris flake off into the clear, watery fluid that bathes the front of the eye.
So what you're saying is let loose, the pigments can go on to clog up one's eye drainage system, which then leads to increased pressure in the eye, as the man was experiencing. And that increased pressure can, in turn, damage the optic nerve.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
So he had an eye
Sounds
that
like
looked
to me that someone gave his irises a shitty paint job. If it just flakes off like that, it seems weird.
So basically, the moral of the story is, Tony, this guy had an eye that looked like an asshole. That's basically it.
That's it?
Yeah.
I didn't see the word sphincter in there at all.
That's what the Sauron eye looks like, doesn't it?
I mean, if you have problems,
If that's what your asshole looks like, I don't want to be anywhere
you should
near
also
you.
see a doctor.
Man checks into hospital with a sphincter that looks like the eye of Sauron.
Yeah, the other
That's
side
truly evil.
the other side effect is he keeps climbing up on top of stuff, and he keeps screaming about looking for hobbits.
Yes.
The funny thing is, though, did you see? This is kind of odd. The eye doctor did treat him for this. It was only supposed to take 45 minutes, but it actually took 87 hours to do. So very Peter Jackson of him.
You made that up.
Oh, I did. Okay, Peter, we got Lord of the Rings. Can you make 3 films? I'll do you better. I'll do 9. No, we just need 3. No, I'll do 9.
There's only 3 books. Yeah, I know.
You see that tree that was standing over there? I want to know his backstory. It's not even an ent. It's just a tree. Yes, but why did it...
Backstory is one day an acorn rolled onto the ground. 20 years later, there was a tree.
But we got to talk about it for the next hour. And why is there moss on the tree? I don't care, Jackson. Get to the battle.
Well,
So you like the extended versions too?
if he's making a Tolkien book, he's got to get the Tolkien details in there.
You know, if we keep making enough bad jokes, maybe Tony will wait another 200 episodes before he comes on.
Note to self: delete Skype.
Anyways.
I like to go back and re-listen to this episode and start counting how many bad jokes we can cram into an hour and a half.
Well, you did 80.
I know.
Well, they aren't all jokes.
Just comments.
So many just bad comments.
Just bad.
Just bad.
Peter Jackson, just make the Frighteners too. That's all I'm asking for. let's see here. Per 10.com, it's a science website, not payday loan company. Let's see here. Basically, after 200,000 years or so of human existence, climate change, fake, threatens to make our planet unlivable by the end of the century.
Yeah, because we only know humans have been around for 5,000 years.
So basically, there's...
The planet's only been around for, 60,000 years? Or
according to the Creation Museum across the river.
I also think dinosaurs and humans live together.
It's all a lie.
Hand in hand.
So anyways, there's a little committee that's getting together, and they're scientists, and they're trying to figure out, we need to get the fuck off this planet if we're going to survive as a human race. So...
If we keep electing presidents like this, we need to get the fuck off.
Out the door and down the hall.
Over the hill and through the woods.
Most obvious destination is Mars. NASA is planning another moon landing in 2024 with the plan of using it as a waypoint to mission to Mars. Elon Musk's SpaceX says, fuck you, NASA. We're just going straight to Mars the same year. But Mars is a desert planet, cold and barren with no atmosphere, and a thin blanket of CO2.
Yeah, but that's what NASA wants you to think it is.
It actually has perfect oxygen, everything. They've been living there for years.
Yeah.
They haven't even made it to the moon yet. Come on.
Down the hall. The flag was not moving, or it was moving in space. I don't care. Who the fuck cares? Let's see here. We could live on Mars in protective suits and sealed structures, but it's not a great place to truly live. Neither is Idaho. But we do.
Accurate.
You hear that, Hanno?
Hey, wait, they have potatoes.
Oh, that's right. They won't have a whole famine because they can't grow a potato one year. Oh, the great potato famine. We're all dying. Fucking eat a broccoli scrub. Anyways.
Or a Brussels slaw.
Yes. Anyways.
Get to the astrophysicists from the Université de Strasbourg.
Yeah, so basically, they were thinking about making this big old thing.
Say his name.
Hold on, I'm getting there. Big challenge is getting there. Basically, they found this planet called Proxima b, which is a good planet to get to because it has the mass 1.3 times that of Earth and a temperature range that allows for liquid water on the surface, thinking that you could support life there. The problem is...
It's 4.24 light years away.
Yes. So this company, this committee called Breakthrough Starshot is trying to do it. Basically, they would shoot a ship into space. The idea is that they would have a laser guiding it for most of it. The issue is it's a long way away. So...
Is the Space Force going to help with this?
And we know that light bends over that period of time, too. So they're actually going to be going in a circle. They're going to miss it.
How hilarious would that be?
They travel 1,000 years.
I didn't pay attention to Einstein.
And they miss it.
Damn it.
Basically, Frederic Marin, astrophysicist at the University de Strasbourg.
Oh, good job.
2017. Thank you. Basically, anyways, long story short, it would take a long time to go there. And basically, they would have to build this whole thing. And the idea is that, is it fair for future generations, because it would take anywhere from 7 to 9 generations to get there. Is it fair to have kids just for the sake of basically manning that ship to get people there to support humankind?
Isn't that what we do nowadays? We have kids to man whatever businesses and
Spaceship
machines to run our economy. Except for the
you're
rich
not
people,
wrong.
they have kids just to be dicks.
They said it would take 96 people to do it, to actually get to start the ship, and then you would basically have to
96 generations?
No, 96 people to start.
Oh, okay.
And then they would have to basically repopulate that to stop.
So are they going to be prejudiced against gay people?
Well, I don't think they're reproducing, so
Yes.
maybe. So I guess so. Yeah, but it is interesting theory. It is an interesting debate about it because basically you have to have enough food, you have to have enough hydroponics, you have to have a lot of different things that go into it.
It also says no politicians.
Oh, wait. So if people who, let's say they're on, food stamps and they sign up, instead of food stamps, we put them on the plane, on the spaceship.
Anyways, to feed a crew of 500, you would need 111 acres of farm, which would be the same area as Vatican City. So it's a big fucking ship that they're building. So they said it would take about 40 to 50 years for it to be realistic for them to
Starship
build
Enterprise.
it. Yeah, for them to build it. So yeah. So
We'll send Wesley Crusher.
the ship, would get there between year 2500 and 3000. So it's a big, vague. When are we going to be there, Mom? In 500 years. Shut up.
Don't make me turn the ship around.
I have to go to the bathroom. There's a bathroom. Go.
Who moved the laser? Who moved the fucking laser?
Great. Now we're going to Jupiter. Tony, would you sign up for this?
Oh, hell no.
I don't want to be around people for more than 2 hours on a podcast in a small room. I couldn't do this in a ship.
Would you sign your kids up for it, Jason?
Depends on the day.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
See? Thank you, Tony.
Yeah. I will sign you up for this program.
Do your homework.
Like, hey, kids, you want to go to space camp?
How long does it last? Forever.
Yeah. Until you have grandchildren.
You are so bad, your great-great-great-great-grandchildren are punished on this ship. Dad! Jeff, would you sign up? You're single. You have nobody holding you back. Sucking the life out of you.
Wait, you're saying only single people are allowed to go?
No, I'm just asking. You just don't have as many, ties holding you down.
I feel like I'm being insulted here.
Well, you probably are. But would you go? Would you just answer the fucking question?
No, I wouldn't go.
Why?
I don't know why. Well, damn it! Now you got me curious. Can I bring my board game collection?
Yes.
I was going to say, you're going to have to kill a lot of time up there.
What if they have every expansion of Smash Up on there, or they can send it to you somehow?
On the laser.
Yep.
Well, we were going to be there in 2500, but now we're 2502 because somebody had to get Smash Up.
A new expansion came out. They had to duplicate it for me.
We had to stop by the roadside pie stand here on Mars. Okay.
They make the best pies.
I like this idea. Jim, would you go?
Jeff gets to bring his games.
Will they be beaming us all the new Marvel Cinematic Universe movies? So
No. They sent you the Russian ones that are the bad ones, the spin-offs.
Well, until they get the garden up and going, you're going to have nothing to eat but those tinners. Cases of tinners.
But you do have the vegetarian, the vegan ones, too.
Christmas dinner again.
it's not even Christmas.
Somebody marks out with a Sharpie. Easter dinner.
Saturday dinner.
Monday dinner.
Mom, somebody ate my cranberry sauce.
It's like, oh, I hope this one's the broccoli.
Why does broccoli and Brussels sprouts paste taste the same? Oh, my goodness. So there you go.
Always, what does broccoli and anal sex have in common, Jason?
Stop it. Stop it. Down the hall.
What do you mean down the hall? It's not political.
Stop it. Down the hall.
It's a joke.
Stop it. Okay.
It's
network.
a joke that Jason's aunts and uncles aren't allowed to hear.
Network. Tony, tell us where to find your show.
Oh, you can find us saltylanguage.com for all your salty language needs. And, we're on all the podcast providers, Spotify, iTunes, blah, 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 blah.
Tony, if you go,
yes,
if
sir.
you have an Alexa-enabled device now, you go to Spotify and say, Alexa, play the Salty Language podcast. It will play it now.
Well, that's pretty sexy, isn't it?
It is pretty sexy.
Alexa, stop.
Yeah.
Man, that Tony's really good. Oh, Brian's talking.
Taking
Stop,
over
stop.
other people's houses.
What's that?
Taking other people over people's houses when you just say commands like that. It's terrific. Via podcast.
Alexa, start Pornhub now.
Did you see Pornhub? Oh, go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry.
I was like, Alexa, call Dad.
Alexa, call Mom.
Anyways, did you see that Pornhub now has a Christmas sweater out you can buy? Basically,
Hold on, Alexa, stop calling. He said, you whore.
Alexa, order Christmas sweaters.
Order a sex doll. Anyways, the Pornhub has snowflakes on top. I think that's snowflakes. Might be razor blades. Trees. Underneath that, it has a snowman with a carrot where his penis is supposed to be, and it looks like the evil Jack Frost snowman. Underneath that, it has snowflakes or razor blades, and then underneath that it says "ho" H-O-E, ho 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 all the way around it, and then reindeer. So, and then it says Pornhub in the middle. Blake, I think you need that for your family get-togethers this year.
I'm sure my father-in-law will love it.
It sounds like a great gift for him.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
So, Tony, I think that would go well with your family get-togethers.
Naturally. I mean, sorry, I almost died over here because Alexa connected to somebody.
Your Alexa-enabled device?
Yeah, I forgot there's one right over here on top of the fridge to play kitchen music, and I just keep hearing, hello? Hello?
Our evil plan
I think I just had a stroke.
So how is your mom?
We're going to have to send her the release to sign to be on the show.
Yeah, I'll send you the outline over immediately.
We once used the Alexa at somebody's house. We're like, Alexa, call Kyle, and it called from Sean's phone. Mm-hmm. Mind you, they were both in Napa at the time. So Kyle's phone rings,
And Sean
it's
is
from
calling,
Sean,
who's across the room from him.
Is in the other room. He got a message from, and we left a message. It was just real creepy, and
Amazon says they're not listening.
and so Kyle's
They
like, Sean,
certainly
why'd you
are.
call me? And Sean's like, I didn't do anything. And he's like, this is the message you left, and didn't know who it was for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's like you talk about something, then you open Facebook and there's like an ad for it, and you're like, what the fuck?
Blake has a lot of Pornhub now sweaters on his Facebook ads.
I was wondering why my work email address junk mail file was full.
Blake, would you like a Pornhub sweater? You have one. Look, here's one. Let's see, Jeff. What do we got?
I'm gonna check my Amazon order. It's gonna be like 50 Pornhub sweaters.
One for everyone in
Only
your family.
50.
Cancel.
Would it be wrong if we gave the Pornhub sweaters away as gifts next year at the Expo?
No.
I think that would be incredible.
We wouldn't be asked back.
Oh, I think as long as we use proper restraint on who we give the Pornhub sweaters to,
You only can win if you're 14 and under.
then we wouldn't be asked back.
Yeah, we'd be in trouble by Pornhub. We have to put the duct tape over that.
That's what Kevin Spacey says to all his dates. Allegedly.
Another bad. Yeah, allegedly. Another bad joke.
Go ahead, Jeff. What you got for box office news?
Box office news and World Report. This week, December 13th through December 15th at the box office, the number one movie was Jumanji, The Next Level.
I mean, last weekend.
This past weekend.
Did I not say that?
I thought you said this week.
Well, I meant to put the word "end" after week.
Sit down, Blake.
We only have like 2 days on there.
So Jumanji made $60 million in its opening weekend on a budget of $130 million.
I want to see this. My kids want to see this.
I would like to see it, but first I need to see the first one.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be totally lost.
I know. I wouldn't understand what they were talking about.
Like the first one? Or the last
No,
one?
the first one was crap.
The first one with The Rock.
Welcome to the Rock.
Oh, okay.
Tony, did you like the very first one?
I mean, I wasn't super mad at it. I mean, anything Robin Williams, I give a little bit of respect to.
I like that that's going to be on the poster for the movie. I'm not super mad at this film. Go see it. I love the first one. Then the one with The Rock, the newer one, that was a lot better than I thought. I did not want to see it, and we rented it one night and really liked it a lot.
Yeah, I was reluctant, but then I was like, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, and this one, it looks enjoyable enough. So, what else got you, Jeff?
And this new one has like Danny DeVito and Danny Glover.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
That sounds cool.
Yeah,
Get the old people running through the jungle.
that's right.
Yeah. Second, number 2 at the box office, Frozen 2 made $19 million, a total of $366.5 million on a $150 million budget.
Going to see that next week.
Have fun.
Good luck.
It's gotten good reviews.
Yeah, so did the first one.
I like the first one.
First one was all right. Most of the music wasn't that good, though.
I liked the first one until I saw it 1,000 times. Or it was in the background 1,000 times.
Number 3, Knives Out made another $9.5 million, a total of $79 million on a $40 million budget.
Would like to see this too.
Good flick.
Fantastic movie.
I liked it.
It has a great director. He hasn't done anything wrong.
Ever.
Bullshit.
Number 4 this week, Richard Jewell made $5 million in its opening weekend on a $45 million budget.
That's pretty low.
Lowest Clint Eastwood directed film. And
He hasn't done anything wrong either.
I think it looks decent.
I think it does too.
Oh, I think it looks decent too. It's one, but then again, I'm not going to the theater to see it.
But the story I heard with when they were making it, and there was those wildfires out in California, and they were asking everybody to evacuate the area, and including the area the studio was in, and Clint was like, "No, we have work to be done here," and went back in and kept editing.
Oh, God.
I heard he went back in and then they watched a movie. They didn't even actually edit that day.
Paint Your Wagon? Was it Paint Your Wagon?
I don't think it was Paint Your Wagon.
Well, let's be real. Clint Eastwood is like 85. He's like, I'm going to die soon anyways. I might as well go in and get my work done.
Well, he actually walked outside, looked at the fire, and said, "Get off my lawn," and it did.
I believe it.
I thought you were going to say he walked out there and like lit a cigar off of it.
And then told to get off his
Then told him
lawn.
to get off of it.
What a pussy fire.
That's right. Just squinted at it. You didn't have to say anything. Just squinted.
Growl.
I want to pay to see this movie now. Clint Eastwood is the fire inside.
Well, how do you think ironic it is that they're like, oh, Richard Jewell is all of a sudden is up for all these Oscar nominations, and it comes out and it kind of like bombs.
Yeah. You know what? The guy got railroaded.
Hard.
And not in a good way. And so I do want to see this. Some of the journalists came out and said that, they were, misrepresented in the film. And it's like... Oh,
I can't feel bad for a journalist.
Stop it.
Me neither.
Anyways...
It was the beginning of the end of, sensationalism journalism. They had to get the scoop before getting the facts.
But he had porn on his computer, Jeff.
And?
The FBI found porn on his computer.
You know what?
Who
I
doesn't?
never made a bomb or planted a bomb anywhere.
There's porn on his computer.
That's all his computer is.
Alexa, make a bomb.
No.
Making bomb now.
Tony, what would you like? A pipe bomb or... No. God.
Anyway, number 5 this week was Black Christmas, making $4.5 million in its opening weekend on a $7.5 million budget.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. Oh, Black Christmas. Sorry, my bad. All I want
Stop
for Christmas
singing.
is you. Jim, did you see Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas" is number 1 again?
Does it every year.
What do you mean again?
It's always number 1 at
No.
Christmas time, isn't it? First time.
First time it's hit number 1.
Really?
And since it's been released 25 years ago.
Do you feel like since you love that song so much and you always play it at your bar that you had some say in this?
No, I believe that since it became number 1, I think the world jumped the shark.
That's why they're on a ship getting the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Yeah, on second thought, I'll take that trip.
As long as that song is not allowed to be played.
Yeah. Here are my list of demands before I get on that ship. Upcoming the weekend of December 20th, 2019, we've got a small independent film called Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
We always make that joke every time.
We do.
The surviving resistance faces the First Order once more in the final chapter of the Skywalker saga.
Thanks, Jim.
maybe
Thanks
not.
for spoilers.
That's
Maybe
literally
not the
all that they
final
have on the synopsis for the movie.
Maybe
So-
not the final chapter.
So our friend Brad from the Cinema Guys podcast, he saw advanced screening tonight of it, and he texted me about 10 minutes before we went on air. So, what spoilers do you want to know? And I said, you can shut the fuck up about that. Jar Jar's the Sith. He's in it.
I'm a little
God.
disappointed to cross release. For those people who don't want to see Star Wars,
Oh, God.
all those people can go see Cats.
Okay. Tony,
Live
I'm going to let
action?
you talk about Cats here in a second, but let me just say
Is it
this.
Disney live action?
No. Well, you know what? Fuck this movie. Fuck this movie. This piece of shit looks like the worst CGI. I don't care how many fucking so-called stars they have in this. Fucking Rebel Wilson's in it. And this thing looks like shit. The play is shit, and the movie looks like shit. Okay, Tony, your thoughts on Cats?
Was it a play? or a
Yeah,
musical?
agreed. I would rather sit and watch like my cat's asshole than the actual movie Cats
Does it
for
look
two
like
and a half
Mordor or
hours.
whatever? Sauron?
Idris Elba's in it, though.
I don't care. No, nothing can redeem that fucking play, musical, whatever.
And Taylor Swift.
Fuck her.
And Judi Dench, Ian McKellen,
Oh,
Rebel
Judi
Wilson,
Dench.
James Corden, Met Talley, Ray Winstone,
Don't say Rebel Wilson.
Lori
You
Davidson,
already did.
Jennifer Hudson, Jason Derulo, Naomi Morgan. Yeah.
Fuck this movie. God, I hope this film fucking bombs like no other.
Oh, this is what it's about, though.
No,
A
jeez.
tribe of cats called the Jellicles must decide yearly which one will ascend to the Heaviside layer and come back to a new Jellicle life. I still have no idea what that's about. I'm more confused than before.
Before I thought it was about cats. Now I'm confused.
Tony, so what time are you watching your cat's asshole?
Momentarily, probably. Knowing
I'll
my
be
cat.
there if I have to watch that above the cats.
You know, Skype does have
I'll
a
have plenty of
video
time to get
option.
fresh popcorn going.
Thank you. Get the popcorn. Oh my god! I do like how the studio was worried that if it wasn't going to be in enough theaters in time for the Oscar to be nominated for the Oscars, and everybody on Twitter was like, "You don't have to worry about that. You're fine."
Yeah, you'll be fine.
And also coming out this weekend, Bombshell.
A group of women decide to take on Fox News head Roger Ailes and the toxic atmosphere he presided over at the network. I think the women in this movie is worth watching.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Charlize Theron looks exactly like Megyn Kelly.
Hell yeah.
And Nicole Kidman playing Gretchen Carlson.
Yo.
And Margot Robbie playing Kayla Pospisil.
Hubba hubba.
However you pronounce that.
Yeah. And John Lithgow does look pretty good in it, too.
In a fat suit.
Yep.
No, she's just John Lithgow.
No. Unfortunately, it looks like John Lithgow in a fat suit.
And then Allison Janney, Kate McKinnon, Connie Britton.
It looks like a good show, a good film. So, we got stock-wise.
Buy sell in the career of Dwayne Johnson, currently going for $117. He has coming out Doc Savage, Red Notice, San Andreas 2, and Big Trouble in Little China.
Boo.
So, Tony, you used to run a comic book store. We talked about this last time.
Yes.
How tough was it to keep Doc Savage comic books on the shelves?
Oh my God! It was so hard to get rid of them. I probably still have some.
From 1975.
Exactly.
So, you buying or selling the stock of Dwayne Johnson at $117?
It's actually low.
I mean, I only really feel like The Rock is going up and up and up. This is like Apple stock.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I think you buy The Rock all day long. And I'm still calling him, I don't care if it says Dwayne Johnson. I'm still calling him The Rock. He could be 85 years old. I'm still calling him The Rock.
And he's still going to look better than everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Still shredded, shoulders for days.
I still call him Rocky Maivia.
Nice.
The blue chipper. I'm going to buy.
117 is low for The Rock, I think. I mean, for most other people, it's high, but
He's 116.98 as we speak.
Ooh.
He fell 2 cents.
His low for this week is 116.98.
Okay.
So he's at his low for the week.
For this season, it's 112, and this year $99.
Jim just buy.
Should have bought him at 99.
The high this year was 141.
Yeah. That was before Rampage came out.
I'm buying.
Blake, what are you doing?
I'm really upset that he's remaking Big Trouble in Little China,
Oh, dear God, let it go.
but I'm gonna hate buy.
The old
wanna
hate
hate
buy.
buy?
That's right. Because I am in it to make money. Damn it.
What else you got there?
We've got Paul Walter Hauser currently at $29.56. He has The Five Bloods and Silk Road coming out.
He's Richard Joel in Richard Joel.
Yes, he was great in Black Klansman.
I haven't seen that yet.
Ah.
I would. Tony, you buying or selling?
To be fair, I'm not 100% sure who this gentleman is. I had to just click on his IMDb, and I see he's a Grand Rapids, Michigan boy. Beer City, USA, so I'm buying.
Well, because he is Grand Rapids, Michigan boy, I'm going to sell.
Rude.
I just don't think he's going to have the star power, and $30 seems a little high for me right now, so I'm selling.
I would be selling I, Tanya, Super Troopers,
Oh, that's right.
Black's Klansmen. Like last year would have been a time to buy.
Yeah, but I forgot he was in. I haven't seen I, Tonya, but I remember he plays the fat henchman.
Yeah.
That does the clubbing.
Galooly's friend.
And pretty much, if you buy again, his low for the year is 29.56, which he's at right now, and his high is at 32.47.
So you're really not going to lose anything.
So you're buying?
I'm selling.
Okay. Blake?
I'm going to go take the advice of the great Woody Hayes and sell.
Is that what Woody Hayes said?
That's
Yeah.
Woody Hayes' advice is to sell.
Yeah.
All right, good advice. Thanks, Woody.
Lastly,
And we have Cary Elwes. He's currently at $17.09.
how many films he's got out?
Has nothing on the horizon coming up.
I really hope he makes an appearance in the new Psych TV movie,
That would be cool.
since he's been in a bunch of stuff in Psych.
But I think I would be selling Cary Elwes, even though I like him and a lot of movies he's done in the past.
Tony, buying or selling Carrie?
I mean, I can't sell out of respect for Princess Bride and Robin Hood Men in Tights. He could be strangling hookers on the weekend. I'm still buying.
I will buy, too, just because of Princess Bride.
The lowest he's been is 16.75, which he is actually currently at now.
Oh, okay.
And that's the lowest he's been at all year.
He's slipping.
He was at 25.76 at some time this year. I'd still buy.
Okay. Blake?
Ditto to everybody, what everybody said. Buy.
I said sell.
Well, except for what Jeff said.
Okay.
Good job, Jeff. Nice
Thank
news
you.
report.
Thank you. The Hackney. The intern Hackney was the one who did it all for me.
Just let everybody know the Floppy Awards are coming up at the end of this weekend. We're going to be recording them on Sunday. So if you have not bribed us yet, get your bribes in. We're like the Golden Globes. We can be bought.
Right now, I'm not voting for anybody.
Who are nominees for Canadian of the Year? Who did you have?
Scab Jeff?
I had Pittsburgh Nerd.
I had Genie of Hobie.
And you had Henno, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Tony, who are you voting for?
I got to go Henno because I love the man.
Oh, okay.
Or do you want to nominate somebody else?
Would you like to nominate someone?
Oh,
You can nominate yourself.
I'll have to nominate, Brian from Salty Language.
Fuck him. God dang it.
He's officially nominated.
This is ridiculous.
Nepotism.
If I have to give that dildo award to him, I'm going to be pissed.
I'm just going to shove it right where it goes.
Up the cat anus. Ugh. Damn it, Brian's official now. Damn it.
Until we forget on Sunday.
Well, the good news is
It's official until we forget.
I'll be honest, I almost forgot who mine was.
I'll forget mine on Sunday, so we nominate somebody else instead.
Tony has more floppies than Scab Jeff. Anyways, Jeff, now, what are you doing September 11th through the 13th, 2020?
I'm going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Damn straight you are. No one else is because those guys are too cool for school. Blake might be there. Jim's got a vacation. But anyway, Cincinnati, Ohio Duke Energy Convention Center. Go to CincinnatiComicExpo.com starting in January, and you'll see tickets on sale. And
They'll start releasing media guest showing.
they already announced us, so what more do you need? So it's bigger and better this year. Hobie is taking over the expo. I'm just saying that right now. We're taking it over. We're going to have to get security
We'll be bigger and better, and they'll be following us around, They're going to protect us,
or kick us out. Kick us out. Tony's
Can you
going
get
to
like
be
a
there.
T-shirt gun to shoot Pornhub sweaters?
We are now.
Cursed miners.
I'll be honest, Tony. You send me a fucking T-shirt gun by Sunday this week. Brian I will hand deliver the Brian Floppy award just for a T-shirt gun.
That'd be pretty great.
Go to CincinnatiComicExpo.com and right after Christmas time, like I said, we'll be talking about it. So I'm excited. It's always a fun time. Always a fun time. KJ Appa is going to be there.
You wish.
I can't confirm that, but I'm going to say until we're proven wrong. And his abs.
What if he leaves his abs at home?
That's impossible. God. Just want to put my hand. Never mind. Anyways, moving on. Top 5 this week. Jim, how you doing?
A little frightened by Jason.
I'll pet your keg. Let's see here. Top 5 this week. Top 5 weapons in film. So, Alexa, build me a weapon. Let's see. This can be fictional, it could be real, but as long as it's in a movie, it's okay. So, Tony, what is your number 5?
My number 5 is Lawgiver, Judge Dredd's gun.
I am the law.
Not the Sylvester Stallone one, though, right?
No.
Thank you. The car. Hey, only one person does impressions on the show, Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, my mistake.
I'm sure you guilty. Yeah, I was Lawgiver.
Not you, Blake. That's me.
That was me
I thought
doing
Stallone
you
was there.
doing Judge Dredd.
Oh, what's the shells for? Oh, that's Demolition Man.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah, see? I'm Sylvester Stallone. Anyways, that's a good one. Jeff, what's your number 5?
My number 5, I have a tie. I hobied it.
Okay.
It's a 6-way tie.
Holy shit.
Wait, did you say 6-way tie?
It's a 6-way tie.
Probably
yes.
knock out my whole 5 list.
Nope. I have the knife, the rope, the revolver, the lead pipe, the candlestick, and the wrench from Clue.
Good one.
Well done. Well done,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Well played.
Very nice.
Well played.
To make a long story short,
Too late.
you all arrive one by one. Blake, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is Iron Man suit.
Okay. I'll give you that. That's a fun little weapon.
And he can fly.
He can. Jim?
My number 5, I'm going to do the legs, those katana legs from the girl in the Kingsman.
Oh, very nice.
That's a good one. How many pants do you think she goes through?
Too many.
Just pulling them all in the morning might be an issue. That's a good one. She's a badass villain in that.
Yeah. Lots of shoes, too. Goes
I
through
got
lots
one,
of shoes.
High heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I got 6. I got to figure one out. We're going with number 5 is the chainsaw hand from Army of Darkness.
That was one of my
How did I?
hobbies.
Evil Dead, yes.
That's one of my hobbies.
Damn,
for
how did I
number
forget
4.
about that?
It's a fun weapon.
That's an honorable mention I had.
And you better hope your other hand doesn't get cut off because then you're going to have trouble wiping yourself. That's a big one.
You could have hobied that with the boomstick.
Tony's like,
It's true.
my number 4, back to me. I'm going to go with the bowcaster from Chewie, Chewbacca's bowcaster.
Honorable mention.
That's an honorable mention here, too.
It's just cool looking. I like it.
Han Solo likes to shoot it,
That
as he said in The Force
that
Awakens.
pretty much sealed the deal. That just seeing how powerful it was.
But it never really made sense as a weapon, did it?
Well,
I mean, it looked cool.
it looked cool. That's what I was going.
I don't know the how it works thing, but
don't know.
I think looking cool makes it more powerful.
I think so.
I think it's a regular laser gun, like with a little proton on it, but it just is designed like a crossbow.
Yeah.
I think that's all it is.
It's got
It's
special
cool to
weights.
use in Star Wars Battlefront.
It is. It's a fun game. The second, do you got the new one, Battlefront 2?
Yeah, well, son, once again. Damn it, he's got all the fun shit.
Can you hook me? Can you give me his number? Or we're just going to hang out.
Apparently.
Are you using me for my toys?
Maybe.
Definitely.
Number 4 for you, Jim.
I'm going to go the machine gun leg from Planet Terror.
About the only good thing about that movie.
Yeah,
Is that Rose
exactly.
McGowan?
No, the missing scene was pretty cool too.
I remember that.
The one that nobody saw?
They were getting ready for the big fight. And they were all like, getting all the things ready, and then the film starts looking bad, and then footage missing, and then the house is on fire, and they're running away.
I forgot about that. Okay. Blake, number 4.
Number 4, I had a trilogy because I couldn't make up my mind.
Okay.
So I did have the chainsaw hand, but then I also had tied Wolverine's claws and Indiana Jones' whip.
I had Indy's whip as an honorable mention.
The whip is cool looking, but
Isn't that good enough for the
But
list?
he made it pretty popular and cool.
yeah, my thought was it doesn't really do much. It keeps lions away.
it whips.
Excuse me? You can swing on
Nah.
it. You can disarm people with it.
He did disarm people with
You can
it.
grab
Yep.
people with it.
Nah.
There's a whole bunch of things you could do with it.
Number 4 for you, Jeff.
But you're right. Wolverine's claws.
Number
Be
4
careful
for me
picking
is
your
the
nose.
glaive from Crawl.
You know what? That's a badass looking weapon.
I thought about that.
It,
yeah.
it looks cool. It probably
does
wouldn't
look
work
cool.
in real life, but like a five-pointed flying
Boomerang.
curvy knife.
Yeah, boomerang.
But
To-
it's not an actual glaive.
No, not like the historic glaive, which is a two-handed
glaive.
pole arm.
Say glaive. Glaive. Tony, what's your number 4?
I got Jesse the Body's minigun from Predator.
I ain't got time to bleed.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, old painless.
That's a good one. I like that one.
It did look like a minigun
it was
in
awesome.
his hands.
I just like his
Yeah,
I
right.
ain't got time to bleed. What's your number 3, Tony?
Oh, I got the ZF1 pod weapon. I had to Google it because I didn't remember the name of it. From The Fifth Element.
Yep.
Oh,
It's a good show. Good show. Would you use it on Chris Tucker's character?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Every setting it has.
It's now Ash. Don't worry about it. Just keep shooting.
Keep firing.
Yeah. Reload. Keep firing.
Number 3, Jeff.
For me, my number 3 is Danny Verman's 88 Magnum. It shoots through schools.
It's
What is that from?
Johnny Dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
It shoots through schools.
I don't think it's PC anymore.
It's very not PC anymore.
Blake was number 3.
My number 3, I got 3 words. Holy hand grenade.
Oh, I didn't think
That's
of
your
that
number
one.
3?
Yeah.
That should be number 1.
From my
I gotta
Python,
get
the Holy
number 1.
Grail.
Holy
That's a
hand
good-
grenade of Antioch.
That's right. Holy hand grenade of Antioch.
But every time you use it, they have to chant. That would be a
Well,
long
you have to
process.
read the directions out loud.
Yeah, that'd be a long
Yeah.
process.
And you have to count to 3.
No more than 3, no less. 3 is the number of the counting. Thou shalt count to 3. Thou shalt not count to 4. Thou shalt not count to 2 unless proceeding on to 3. 5 is right out.
Jim, number 3.
My number 3, I'm going to go with Darth Maul's lightsaber.
Oh, I didn't even think of that one. Okay. Well, my number 3 was a lightsaber, so it was just a general
lightsaber?
Yeah,
I have 2 number 2s. One of them is a lightsaber.
yeah. I like the lightsaber. It's a fun weapon.
Just a light. Oh,
yeah,
man,
it
I
wasn't
would
very
just-
specific.
lightsaber.
I like Rey's lightsaber in Force Awakens. I just like how she grabs it.
Yeah.
I like Kylo Ren's lightsaber. You know, I like them all. But that was a good one with Darth Maul. Number 2 for me, this is an easy one. It's just the 6-shooter, like in the Western shows, in the movies. I like the typical 6-shooter.
So revolver, that was one I had in tied for my 5th.
I like the 6-shooter.
There you go.
It's just simple. Sharon Stone did a great job with it, with the Quick and the Dead. Shot through the guy's body.
Shot through the heart.
And you're to blame.
Nice.
Number 2 for you, Jim.
My number 2, I am going to go with the Captive Bolt Stunner from No Country for Old Men.
Oh,
yeah. Nice.
The thing it's really used to like kill cattle, but then he uses it for everything else.
it's a badass. Number 2 for you, Blake.
As I said, I had 2 number 2s. One was a lightsaber, and the other was the Death Star.
I had the Death Star and Planet Killer Base as honorable mentions.
Planet Killer Base shall not be mentioned.
The Death Star, though, is pointless. I mean, it's an easy thing to blow up.
Did you have one particular Death Star in mind? Was it the first or the second?
I liked them both.
Okay.
I mean, shit, a teenager from Tatooine blew it up. It's not that difficult of a weapon.
The second one, it took Lando Calrissian.
That's true. Finn's dad.
Took the Mandalorian.
Hey, what do you think about putting Lando as Finn's dad? Why? Well, they're both black. That doesn't help, George.
Well, we're going to do
I got nothing.
Number 2 for you, Jeff.
Number 2, I have the Yubari chain mace that Gogo uses in Kill Bill.
It's a good one.
It was an interesting weapon, especially when the blades came out.
That was a good fight scene.
It was.
Number 2 for you, Tony.
I had a Death Star because it blows up planets, and as a kid, that was awesome.
Fucking awesome, buddy.
I didn't even think of the Death Star. Of all the Star Wars weapons I thought of, it wasn't the ultimate weapon.
How many of these are Tony writing down? Because we can't watch them. I'm usually writing down as we say them. Oh, yeah, I had that too.
I had the Death Star, too.
Also, Star of Death.
I had the Star of Death.
So, Tony, it's looking better and better that you're getting on that ship to go to Proxima B, isn't it?
Proxima
Absolutely. I can't wait for that SpaceX. It'll be great.
All the sex dolls you can bring.
Yes.
That's going to really help keep the population going.
Well, the issue was, sir, Tony was on there, but he brought 95 sex dolls. I don't think it's going to be reproducing. That's all we have is Tony and sex dolls.
Can't wait for the aliens to find that ship.
Should we stop shooting the laser at it to keep it going? Nah, just keep doing it. Let's see how far we go.
I got an idea. Put all the Christmas tinners on there.
What's your number 1, Tony?
And number 1 was a lightsaber. I mean, once again, man, as a kid, that was a thing I always wanted. This time of year, too, if you're not wrapping presents and simultaneously making lightsaber noises with that tube.
That's right.
I'm just saying.
I was getting a fight with the tubes.
I did like when Marshall on How I Met Your Mother got a lightsaber to cut the turkey with.
Yeah. Okay, I saw a little meme today that I thought was interesting, talking about how come no one in the Star Wars universe ever used the on-off switch on their lightsabers when fighting. And so instead of someone blocking it, you swing at them, turn off the lightsaber, go through, turn it back on, and you full force swing at them.
I could see Mace Windu doing that.
Because that's kind of like not allowed by the Force.
Oh, the Force won't let it happen?
And it's a Force-driven weapon.
And that's not very honorable for Jedi.
Yeah, but the Sith can do it.
That's true. The Sith aren't that smart.
But
they only have 2.
They fight dirty.
Yeah. Here's an idea. Let's add more Sith.
They have thousands of Jedi. We have 2.
We're better.
Only allowed 2 at a time.
And that guy just got cut in half. We're down to 1. 1.5, actually.
Well,
Come
actually,
on.
Now he has 4 asses.
A monkey with 4 asses.
Look at a pretty big ass right now.
Stop looking at yourself.
What's your number 1, Jeff?
My number 1 is the nude bomb from the movie The Nude Bomb.
Get Smart.
It was a Get Smart movie where the terrorists were going to drop a nude bomb on, I think it was San Francisco, and Get Smart was trying to stop it, but in the end they missed, and the bomb hit, and it took destroyed everyone's clothing.
I love Get Smart. I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah. That was on like the late 70s, early 80s.
It was a movie. It was a full movie.
Number 1 for you, Blake?
All of James Bond's weapons.
Every single weapon he's ever
single
used.
one.
Even the invisible car.
Even the ones, especially the ones demonstrated by M or that are in the background
Q.
being tested.
Q.
I like the
by Q.
Yeah,
Q did the
I'm sorry,
demonstration.
Q. Yeah, the ones in the background being tested when they're walking through, sometimes those are a lot of fun, too.
Number one for you, Jim.
My number one, it'll be Good Samaritan by Hellboy. His handgun. Mm-hmm. Again, it's let's see what it says about it. It's oversized 22 Magnum 4-round revolver. It fires custom-made bullets with adequate power to easily penetrate virtually any material. Its grips are carved from fragments of the True Cross. The metal of the gun is forged with a combination of Irish church bells, cold iron from crucifixes, blessed silver, and other mystic metals. Its Whopper rounds are custom made by Hellboy. They're tipped with explosive shells that contain white oak, holy water, garlic, and silver shavings.
So you didn't overdo it.
No, I didn't overdo it at all.
Nah, it's fine.
My number one, I went simple. The Bride's Sword in Kill Bill. I like that one.
Hence,
I mean, the katana?
The Tori Hanzo katana.
Hanzo katana.
I like that. I love any movie that has, swordplay in it.
It's not as cool as the Yubari chain mace.
I do like the chain mace. But I like the sword. I like something simple like that. Because my honorable mention was the bow and arrow from Hawkeye in Avengers that kept changing the tips of the arrow.
Yeah.
That was an honorable mention. I love Hawkeye. And so
As far as Avengers go, my all honorable mentions were
Mjolnir.
and Captain America's shield.
I love the shield.
Do you know that when Captain America throws his mighty shield,
Go ahead.
all those who oppose his shield must yield?
That's right. I sing that a lot more in my house than I should. I do. Tony, go ahead, Jim.
My honorable mentions were the Andoril from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah, that was mine.
And Dirty Harry's 44 Magnum.
Blake, any honorable mentions?
No.
Good call.
Oh, wait. You were talking about the minigun. But what about the Predator's little cool little aiming and wrist laser?
Takes away the sport.
Or a shoulder.
Yeah, the little shoulder thing with the
Little
little laser
shoulder
sights
cannon.
he uses. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, and I did like Blade's sword that he had imbued with whatever to kill the vampires with just one swing.
Blade 1, 2, or 3?
3, of course.
Oh, yeah. One with Triple H.
Well, I was talking the one with Ryan Reynolds, but
Oh, yeah. They're going to a
I
spin-off.
celebrate all the blades.
What's that?
I celebrate all the blades.
I actually do like Blade 3. I don't know why, but I do.
it's the only one I've actually seen all the way through.
You know what? I think I've seen Blade 2 and 3. I've never seen the first one. I don't think I've ever saw the first one.
Definitely seen 2 and 3.
3 is enjoyable. It's not good, but it's enjoyable. Tony, what's your number one? Oh, yeah, any honorable mentions, I mean?
Yeah, I got Danny Trejo's cummerbund of throwing knives from Desperado. I've always thought that was cool.
It's not a weapon, but what about the Hitman and Punisher that brings the guitar? That's not a true weapon, though, is it, though?
The guitar?
Yeah.
The guitar, did he hurt anyone with
bullets?
it?
No.
He hurts him with his song. He hurt his feelings.
So you're saying he's a bard?
Yes. Can I use that? Because that was a pretty fucking thing.
I was going to put the Mexican down there from the movie The Mexican, but it really was a pretty boring movie.
Hey, Jim. God go with you.
God's going to sit this one out.
Oh, my God. Thomas Jane, you're amazing.
What about Excalibur? Does that get an honorable mention?
You can give Excalibur an
Which
honorable mention.
movie?
Excalibur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Search for the Holy Grail.
Oh, that one too.
Would the rabbit from Monty Python be a weapon?
No.
No, but its razor sharp teeth would be.
Yes. Big fangs.
He's got big teeth. So we'll switch it up so Tony doesn't have to hang out with us any longer. We'll do the addendum right now for titles for the show. Addendum.
Addendum.
So what did you write down, Tony?
Any titles for the show?
Oh, man. I didn't write anything down. I'm sorry. I'm just over here drinking seltzers and beers.
Tony was busy writing down his top 5 list after we said it.
He's like, oh, they do that, don't they?
I got second thought. I'll take that trip. Not Tony going on the ship. I think
Oh, you don't have much, huh?
my monocle fell off, and I love a good coney.
I have Alexa, start Pornhub now. I thought we had a date. 75% Dungeons and Dragons. That sounds erotic. And I had to Google this guy.
I had Spacious Igloo. What am I, a nerd? Retreat to the East Wing. Sign his own abs. I just Googled the guy. Barely cranberry sauce. Saturday tinner. Are you using me for my toys? Note to self, delete Skype. And stop feeding me.
Tony laughed at the stop feeding me, so we're doing that one. Because I really want to see that show now. That poor Sarlacc pit.
It'll be on TLC.
My 800-pound life, or my 8 million pound life.
Little did everybody know that the Sarlacc pit had an eating disorder.
It's just very misunderstood.
Down at the sands of Tatooine, let me tell you about the friend for you and me.
Anyways, moving on. Tony, thank you for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Where can we find you at again?
I mean, if you want to listen to my nonsense, you can find me at saltylanguage.com. I'm on Twitter at monotony for those who don't know how to spell that. And saltylanguage.com, monotony, whatever.
And listen, Salty Language. It's a good time. It's a good time. You guys are very
fun.
You guys are open, and and Brian has another show too, The Crazy Life.
He has The Crazy Life. Yeah.
Which is very nice. Talks about mental illness and everything, and he does a really good job with that. So,
I mean, I guess for promoting stuff, I'm going to be. Last year I started another podcast called All the Beers.
Oh, that's right.
I do enjoy my craft beer, but I put it on hiatus because of everything going on in my life. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to be rebooting it as soon as I get in this new house and put together my podcast studio again. So,
Cincinnati does have a beer fest.
I'm familiar, kind of. I kind of remember it.
Yeah. Well, you remember the fest. You don't remember what happened afterwards. Is that how that
accurate?
That bar still has your head indent in it.
Good chance. It's quite the noggin.
So that's in March. I'm just saying.
Tickets went on sale yesterday.
Oh, did they?
Nope.
Yep. Damn it.
Boy.
It's not like you have to buy them the day they go.
Oh
out.
no, because they're on sale.
You just need them before the first of the year, I think. Yeah. Then the price goes up.
So, Tony, if you would like to show up and you need a place to stay, Jeff has a place.
Oh, perfect.
Blake's the one with the new house.
Oh, that's true.
I imagine there's a mother-in-law suite somewhere.
Mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law suite. I mean, it's got everything.
Even a place to hide in the basement.
He'll even let you pick your own butler.
Yeah.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. He's got 5, so it's okay.
This is nice. It's quite the downsize.
I would go to Sebastian. He makes the most elegant waffles you have ever seen in your life.
What's elegant?
Doesn't he? Ella can't do it.
Let's say you just picked my D&D character to be
Sebastian?
Yes.
Oh. My D&D character is Leah Coca. Coca-Cola. He sells carriages, horse carriages. Nobody ever lets me play.
We've invited you many a times.
Andrew said I wasn't allowed to play because I'm making a mockery of the game.
Now, I got to say, if you had a carriage salesman that was a bard, that would be hilarious. Just be like a used car salesman.
I've been playing on my own for the last 6 months. Ever since I came up with this character, he's a level 89. Nobody ever lets me play.
Yeah, because your wife.
I've been playing on my own since I was 13, but let's not talk about that.
You say Jeff is a level 3 fancy lad.
They call my character a fancy lad because I don't know, am from a city.
Shut up, fancy lad.
That is fancy.
I have animals in my beard, okay?
And Jim's biggest enemy is tables.
And soap.
And bathing.
So
Dwarven barbarian. Yeah.
And Blake's the DM over there. So it's a natural fit for him. So what was the
love it.
What was the last creature he killed, Jeff?
In this game?
Yes.
I killed the one orc lady, I think was the last one I killed.
Yes.
I think I did the killing blow on her.
Centrum Caravan Guard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I hate when that comes out.
No, the one that had a name.
Yes.
She was more than a caravan guard.
Barbara?
She was,
Well, yeah, she's one of the caravan runners for the Zentrum.
Barbara.
she had a name.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Don't forget her, Blake. She had a name.
She was a named character, not faceless guard.
It's female half orc. She was a beast.
I just love that battle where it's like, okay, we're fighting, then Jeff starts to attack the people we're fighting with. Oh, we decide to change sides again.
We switched sides in the middle of the battle.
Were you Leroy Jenkins?
Yeah, there is a Leroy Jenkins in this group.
Tony, help me. I want to get out of this D&D talk.
We realized that the people who
but it's so much fun.
No!
the people who ambushed our caravan were actually the people we were fighting for, whose side we were on, while we were infiltrating these other people. So when they came in and we realized who it was, we turned around and started killing the others.
Was this like other players online?
No. We don't play online.
Oh,
No,
okay.
these
We
were
sit around a table.
these were NPCs.
That is a non-player character.
You would have so much
Nikki,
fun.
tell them what we mean.
Tony knows what you mean.
I know. I'm telling Nikki to keep sending you
see,
tweets
it was-
about how dumb you are.
So, Tony, we'll see you on Salty Language.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Tony. You have a good night.
Thanks. You guys too.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.